If you've been following Bicycle Touring Pro for any length of time, you will know that I have been using Ortlieb panniers on my bike touring adventures all around the world for the last 10, 12 years or so. I have tested all of the panniers out there practically, not all of them, but practically all the major ones, and I keep coming back to Ortlieb because they are my favorite. They're waterproof bags. They look good, they work great, and they last forever. This is my initial handlebar bag. This is the Ultimate 6 handlebar bag by Ortlieb. And I got this, like I said, 10, 12 years ago. It has seen a lot of abuse. As you can see, it's discolored and dirty. It's been to about 40 different countries, and it still functions like new. It's a little dirty, yes, but it functions like new. The newer bags, this is my bag from 2015, and this is my brand new bag, 2016. There are some differences between this older bag and the newer ones. The main difference that I can point out is the attachment bracket is a little bit different, not a lot. You can see here, almost identical. There is just a small difference in how you slide the handlebar bag into the mount that's on your handlebars. But otherwise, the big major difference is this right here. The old bag had buttons which you used to close the lid of the bag each and every time you wanted to get into your handlebar bag. The new panniers have magnets, and they're much easier to get into. My problem, however, with this bag that I used last year is that one of the magnets fell off. The tape simply didn't, or the glue, I'm sorry, simply did not last, and the magnet fell off. So now I've only got a magnet on one side, and hopefully that glue will last a little bit longer. So the new pannier, or the new handlebar bag from this year, also has magnets, and hopefully they're using stronger glue or something. Those magnets are under a lot of force, so I understand why the glue may be ripped off, but it is unfortunate that it did. So that's pretty much it. Otherwise, the bag is essentially the same as it was 10 years ago. You know, there's two external pockets here, two external pockets here. On the inside, let me show you, there is this divider thing which you can use to kind of, I don't know if you have a camera in here, you can keep your sunglasses over here or something like that. So there's a divider, there's this pocket which I carry my wallet in, and there's a little lanyard which you can keep your bike keys on or whatever. And that's pretty much it, and that has stayed the same. It's exactly the same here, exactly the same here, and exactly the same here. So those are the handlebar bags. Let me show you the panniers now. So these are the three rear Ortlieb panniers. These are Bike Packer Plus panniers from Ortlieb. This is my old bag, as you might have been able to guess. This is the one I've been using for the last year and a half, and these are the brand new ones, what they look like straight out of the box. There's quite a difference between that one and that one, which has been to 40 countries and like 100,000 miles on my bike. The major difference really between this old bag and this new one is the color is a little bit different. Like this one, I think when it was brand new had a darker red coloration to it. It also had this black trim on the side. This one is now almost like a cranberry orange red with a darker burgundy red on the side. On the front, there is this big, large mesh pocket, which I rarely used. I put some super glue in here and the bottle opened, and so the super glue is now stuck inside that mesh pocket. But these new panniers from Ortlieb have this kind of larger non-mesh pocket, which you can store things in. Stylistically, I prefer the old mesh one. I think it looks cooler than the new ones do. However, I think the functionality of these new pockets is better than the old mesh ones. So it's kind of a toss-up there. On the back of the bag, not a lot has changed in all the years. This is what the old mounting system kind of looked like. You can see it's pretty similar to this one. I think really this part up here has essentially stayed the same. The only difference is now there's only one rail down here, whereas there used to be two. This has not affected me in any way. I think one is really all you need. So that was probably a good, smart design decision on Ortlieb's part. But otherwise, the bags are essentially the same from year to year to year. These are the front panniers. These are the Sport Packer Plus panniers from Ortlieb. This is my old one that I used for like 10 years. This is the one I used last year. And this is the brand new one out of the box. Again, coloration, major differences. The front one had this mesh pocket on the past model, and the new ones have no small pocket on the outside. I don't think that's a big deal at all. I never use this pocket. On the back, again, this one had 2 rails. The new one only has 1. Not a big deal. The other thing I should mention about these panniers that I like is the fact that they are bucket style panniers. They have a lid at the top instead of having to be rolled up. There are 2 styles of Ortlieb panniers, the roll top and the bucket style. I prefer the bucket because when you're bike touring, you get in and out of your panniers all the time. And I find rolling my panniers to be a huge pain in the ass. I like these bucket styles because all you have to do to get into the bag is unclip this, boom, boom, and you're in. And that's pretty much it. And then you can grab your stuff, and then boom. You know, I'm doing this with one hand, but anyways, you close it and you're done. So that is why I keep going back to this particular style year after year after year, and why I like it so much. It's a waterproof bag. It looks good. And this old 10, 12-year-old model is in just as good condition, actually, as this brand new one. The only difference is this one is dirty and faded. Otherwise, it's a perfectly good bag, and this is why I recommend Ortlieb over any other brand. They simply last and last and last. So in this package right here, it's got something super special. Super excited to open it up today. Super excited to share it with you. It's my new bike from CoMotion Cycles.